Hey there. Welcome to Freedom by Design. Anywhere is possible through e-commerce. This is a Listing Studios podcast where we're going to flip the script on what work and freedom can look like. Have you ever dreamt of building a business that lets you do life your way? Whether it's traveling the world, spending more time with your people, or even saying goodbye to that boss of yours, then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Tina, global entrepreneur, e-commerce enthusiast, and your guide to turning your dreams into a reality that works for you. Here, we're diving into creative strategies, real-world tips, and share stories that will inspire you. So go grab a coffee or wine. I'm not judging. Let's get comfy and let's talk about how to design a business and a life that you're obsessed with. Let's get started. Hey there, and welcome back to another episode of Freedom by Design, anywhere as possible through e-commerce. I'm your host, Tina, and today we're going to dive into the journey of a real-life e-commerce entrepreneur, someone who took a simple idea, started small, tested, learned, and scaled it into something bigger. If you're thinking about launching a brand, but you feel stuck in this overthinking mode, this episode is for you because today I'm going to share with you the journey of one of my clients, Hector, the founder of Dear Household. He didn't start with a massive product line. He didn't get everything right the first time. And yes, he had a few dud products along the way. But instead of letting setbacks stop him, he kept learning, adapting, and growing. And that's what made all the difference. So if you're waiting for everything to be perfect before launching, Hector's story is going to shift your mindset. Many new sellers, they believe that they need a full catalog of products to be successful. But really, some of the best e-commerce brands, they start out with just one well-researched product. And that's exactly what Hector did. When he launched Dear Household, he wasn't trying to be this massive home goods brand overnight. He had a clear vision, yeah, which is to provide high quality home accessories that reflected sophistication and impeccable style. Rather than launching multiple products all at once, Hector started out with a bamboo cutting board. Yes, a bamboo cutting board. Now, at first glance, this seemed like a solid choice. High demand because, kitchen tools are always in demand. Simple sourcing because it was easier to work with manufacturers. And a clear use case because people use this kind of product every day. But here's the reality. His bamboo board wasn't a huge success. Now, it wasn't a complete failure either, but it didn't perform the way he had hoped. Some challenges came up from tough competition, product positioning, and demand fluctuations. Now, this is where many sellers are going to panic. They're probably thinking, did I choose the wrong niche? Should I quit altogether? Is this the end of my brand already? But not Hector. Instead of getting stuck in doubt, he did what every smart entrepreneur does. He looked at data and then he adapted. Hector is always looking for new products that align with his brand's vision. Now, he didn't rush to launch an entire catalog overnight. He expanded strategically, adding household products one by one while continuously optimizing along the way. Now, even with careful planning, not every product was going to be a success. Some didn't perform well in the market. Instead of walking away, however, he dug into customer feedback. He read the reviews, he identified key issues, and then he worked closely with his suppliers to improve the product. Now, after refining and relaunching one of them, one of those products is now on Amazon's overall pick, a testament to the power of adaptation. Yay, Hector. Now, rather than limiting himself to household and kitchen products, Hector started to look at new opportunities to grow his brand. That's when he spotted some potential in the health space, a completely different category from his previous launches. That was a huge shift. But he didn't hesitate because the numbers just made sense. He identified a product that was gaining traction, and more importantly, he understood that timing was everything. So he made a quick but calculated decision to source, launch, and then optimize his new product before the market became too saturated. And this is one of the most important lessons in e commerce. Success isn't about sticking to your original idea at all costs. It's about recognizing opportunities and acting on them before it's too late. Taking action first, optimizing second. Once Hector committed to the product, speed to market was critical. So we had to move quickly. My team did a bunch of pre production research to understand the competition, what was doing well, what wasn't, what features and benefits were resonating with customers. Then we worked with our production team to coordinate a photo shoot. And then we worked with our graphic design team to finalize his assets so that he could launch. Now, was everything perfect? No, but that's not the point. You can't optimize what hasn't launched. By getting the product out there, we were able to gather real sales data, track customer behavior, and refine his listing based on actual market insights. The key takeaway here: action creates data. Data leads to smarter decisions. Smarter decisions drive long term success. So if you're waiting for perfection before launching, you could be missing your window of opportunity. Now, let's talk about maintaining brand consistency across different categories. One of the biggest challenges that entrepreneurs face when expanding their product catalog, especially into a completely new category, is keeping their brand identity intact. Hector started out with home goods, and suddenly he was entering the health space. At first glance, those two categories don't seem to fit together naturally. But rather than treating it as a roadblock, we saw this as an opportunity to refine his brand messaging without forcing a full rebrand. How do we do it? The key was positioning. Hector's brand, Dear Household, originally focused on stylish and functional home accessories. But as we helped him integrate his new product, we shifted his branding just enough to create this consistent story across all of his offerings. Rather than marketing Dear Household as strictly a home goods brand, we leaned into a smart living concept, focusing on products that elevate everyday life through smart, thoughtful, and innovative design. This subtle shift in branding gave him the flexibility to expand into different categories without confusing his audience. And to make sure that this transition was seamless, we helped him redesign his Amazon storefront to reflect this new positioning. Instead of a disjointed collection of products, we strategically curated his storefront to highlight the common theme between them: practical innovation for modern living. This approach allowed Hector to introduce new categories without alienating his existing customers, avoid a complete brand overhaul while still refining his identity, position Dear Household as a brand that sells smart, everyday essentials rather than just home goods. And here's the best part. Because of this strategic storefront redesign, customers browsing his home products will naturally discover his health products as well. This is going to help him boost visibility, encourage cross sales, and increase conversions without requiring an aggressive marketing. Another major breakthrough in Hector's journey was realizing the importance of real product photography and video. Many sellers, when they're starting out, they rely on stock photos and digital composites. But here's the reality. Stock photos, they feel generic. Composite images can look too artificial. Real life photography, they build trust. So Hector made a shift. He invested in high quality, authentic product photography. He used video to showcase his products in action. By incorporating video, he was able to demonstrate how the products work. He was able to highlight key features in seconds and boost conversions because Amazon prioritizes listings with video. And the results: more engagement, more trust, and ultimately more sales. Hector's journey is proof that success in e-commerce, it's not about getting everything right from day one. It's about starting, learning, and adapting along the way. Here's the biggest lessons from his experience. Start small, but think big. You don't need a full catalog to launch. One great product can be the foundation for something bigger. Adapt. Don't panic. Not every product is going to be a success. The key is to analyze, refine, and improve, and maybe even just move on from that product. Take action first, optimize second. You can't optimize what isn't launched. Action generates data, and data leads to smarter decisions. Expand strategically. Growth doesn't mean launching random products, so align new products with a broader brand vision. Invest in visuals. Authentic product photography and video can make or break your conversions. So, if you're waiting for the perfect moment to start your brand, stop waiting and start taking action. That's it for today's episode. If Hector's journey inspired you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Tag me on Instagram at Listing Studios or leave a review. And remember, freedom by design is within reach. You just have to take that first step. Until next time, see you guys later. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you're feeling inspired and you're ready to take the next step towards building a business and a life that truly excites you. If you loved this episode, I'd be so grateful if you'd subscribe, leave a review, or share it with someone who could use a little extra motivation today. Don't forget to connect with me on social media or check out our website at listingstudios.com. Check out the resources mentioned in this episode, and you'll find all the details in the show notes. Until next time, keep dreaming big, taking action, and designing the life that you deserve. Remember, anywhere is possible through e-commerce. I'll catch you in the next episode.